Welcome back. Greetings. And so, quick little news of the day video for all you fine people. Cody Ceci is off the market. And this will be a great disappointment to fans in Toronto, Vancouver, probably Ottawa. Anyways, 1 year, $1.25 million. You know what? All kidding and sarcasm aside, Ceci at $1.25 million. That's a good value signing by the Pittsburgh Penguins. He'll play a depth role. He's not going to be top four. So I think he should be okay. So while people are trucking out stats to say, hey, offensively he's a black hole, that's fine. That's not going to be his role with the Pittsburgh Penguins anyways. He's being brought in for depth. And at $1.25 million, I find it bizarre how many of these signings that are around the $1 million mark or even below, that people are like, oh, that's a terrible signing, when it's a cheap signing. So even if Ceci, let's say Ceci came into camp and he's not doing well and they waive him, it's not like they're paying a large penalty if he cleared waivers and went to the minors. It's just not a thing. So we'll see how he does. And there are rumors as well tying Carl Alzner potentially to Boston. I don't have that on the board because we'll see if that comes through. But anyways, Ceci's now a Penguin. Joey Decord has signed a 3-year extension with the Ottawa Senators. Now, what's getting a lot of attention is that the final year of the contract is a one-way contract, indicating that it's likely that they envision him as being their backup 2 years from now. But I don't know. I don't take it to mean a whole lot. There are a lot of guys in the AHL that end up on one-way contracts at some point in their careers. And, you know, yeah, I mean, it's fun to look 2 years down the road and say, oh, I guess they're not going to keep Högberg. But, again, that's 2 years down the road. Maybe they trade him 2 years down the road. But he is signed. He's coming along well in their system, and we'll see whether or not he ends up pushing Högberg maybe a little bit to the side. And again, Anders Nilsson is still there, yes, but Anders Nilsson is still, as last I heard, still recovering from injury. So no idea when Nilsson's actually going to make a return and how healthy he'll be or for how long. So Chicago, Andrew Shaw, this guy here. Andrew Shaw, still recovering from concussion, progressing. No timeline on when he actually returns to hockey, but he is apparently doing well. So that's important for Chicago fans. And also, and I don't know how Chicago fans necessarily will receive this, Brent Seabrook should be good to go opening night. The reason I say that is because Brent Seabrook on LTIR takes $6.88 million off of their cap situation. If he plays that $6.88 million. And again, Seabrook wants to play. He doesn't want to sit out, and I get it. But, you know, for Brent Seabrook, his value to the team is not what it was when he signed the contract. And we'll see how well he does in a return to the team, should that actually be the case when next season starts, which is whenever. Next season's just sort of whenever we get around to it at this point. Even though the NHL and the NHLPA haven't had a single meeting yet, there's all kinds of speculation everywhere, even though they haven't even met yet. So we'll see if Seabrook is on the ice when they take to the ice in, June? Next October? Next December? I have no idea. Marc-Andre Fleury came out yesterday. I find this so weird this is such big news. And I find it bizarre for a simple reason. Marc-Andre Fleury at no point during the entire process said he wanted out of Vegas. There hasn't been a single report of him asking the Las Vegas Golden Knights to trade him. His agent got mad, and there's been all kinds of crazy speculation about whether or not he was saying what Fleury wanted him to. The reality is, Fleury is now saying he accepts what will likely be a backup role with Vegas. Good. All right, let's move on to something that's actually important. Now, the biggest issue for Vegas is going to be they're now paying $12 million to their goaltenders, which is, you know, Montreal level money. And so that's an issue for them with the salary cap. But, you know, at the time that Fleury signed that contract, I said there was some risk to it. I understood why they gave him $7 million a year, but there was certainly risk when he signed it, and here we are. So now they have two legit goaltenders, and all the speculation is about whether or not Fleury wants out. Look, you need two legit goaltenders this coming season. No matter what they come up with for the 2020-2021 season, you cannot have just one goaltender. Vegas has been conditioned seemingly that you just have one goaltender, then a guy that can go in once every two or 3 weeks. That's not a formula that works. So I'm glad Fleury's come out and said, yeah, I accept it. I want to stay in Vegas. If I can go out there and win the job back, I will. But if I can't, I'm okay with that too. I support Robin. He's their goaltender going forward, saying all the right things. So we'll see how long that goes for until the next drama involving the Golden Knights. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I'll talk to you again soon.